Hello.
Me, it gets awkward the second the camera.
I know. Okay.
Yay.
We're so excited to be here.
Wait,
You guys
I thought she
have
was
been
being
asking. We have a guest. Well, we have 3 guests. We have Nicole.
The girls.
They're gonna be linked down below, don't you worry. As you guys probably know, they're both on Insta. We also have Sasko, who needs her own Instagram as well, actually.
No, what's Sasko's Instagram?
It's called Sasko the Wonder Pup.
Oh,
We
is
have-
it? Wait, you have one?
No.
Oh. I was like,
That's just
wait,
what
I
I'm
don't
calling
know.
it.
Aw. So, we're gonna do a little Q&A.
Yay.
We're also
in our
bonus
Christmas jammies.
bonus for you guys. We're in Christmas jammies, and we're also
Wait, are your lights
drinking
on?
the drinks.
Are your lights on?
But also, look at these. Look at these.
Oh, yeah.
Christmas
Cheers.
Christmas Eve. Cheers, cheers.
Cheers,
I'm
guys.
cheersing double cheers.
Stay hydrated.
Nicole wants water.
Drink your water.
That's always important. But we're gonna just do a Q&A today. If you're new, welcome. Lots of different videos on the channel. I'm so excited to have you. Nicole and G don't have YouTubes yet, but maybe we'll convince them in 2021. Who knows, right?
We're on to
Eventually.
we just on to Instagram right now.
We have tons of different questions. If you want us to do another one of these, let us know. But we're gonna start off with these ones we asked on Instagram. I think to start off,
The plug.
my hype
Getting
woman.
awkward.
the hype woman. I think to start off, we need to do how did we meet for this one.
Yeah.
We've answered this question a few times, but it's kind of funny, so we'll start here.
Every time I have to call Georgia out.
Every time.
We all met on
She's
Instagram.
sweating.
I followed Georgia quite some time before she hit the follow back button. Okay?
We both know. Now we all live in Austin,
I was
but
a
they
fan-
lived here first.
Yes, well, I lived in, I think before I moved here, I followed you. Because I was moving to Austin, I was following
Kind of looking
people
for
in
Austin.
Austin.
Yeah.
And then a mutual friend of ours commented on her photo and was like, at Nicole, hang out with this girl. I think you'd be a friend. And I'm like, I know, but she doesn't follow me back.
And I was like, oh my god.
But then she
And then
saw
I
that and was like, oh.
Yeah, I looked at Nicole's page, I was like, oh my god, she's adorable. We should be friends. And then I think I reached out to you and was like, we should get coffee.
And then we got your best friends.
And then we got
I'm just here.
coffee. And then there's Mallory.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
And then you two
kinda funny.
connected over F45.
Yeah,
right?
so as you guys know,
I took the
worked
job
at
because I
45.
wanted to be Mal's friend. So.
Yeah, that's all. Just kidding. No, I interviewed Nicole probably about the same time, but we followed each other because we're more in the same niche.
Yeah,
We
just
were
like wellness.
originally.
Yeah. And because I followed you for a long
Yeah,
time.
I did too forever. I
And
don't
then
remember.
I saw,
from
like,
the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
so
I-
they met also like separately from
Mhm.
the friend group. They met
Yeah, I'd like
like
this
before
wellness
we were all
thing.
friends.
Before
That's
COVID
what I'm
as
trying to
well.
say. Yeah.
Because I followed you for a
For a
while, and then we went to the same like wellness event, and then
I caught
we
her.
actually met there. And
Yeah.
that was like, I swear, it wasn't like 3 days after you moved to Austin.
Mhm.
It was like that same week.
Yeah.
I wasn't
And-
invited.
Sorry, Nicole.
Nicole didn't
Yeah.
go.
I'm just looking at my little head. Why is it doing
Oh,
that
look,
to my head?
it's also low battery.
Aw.
No.
We
I
can,
feel like it's okay.
We can finish
We
it
can also
later.
finish it on this.
okay.
But that was kind of how we met, and then we all did this like little socially distanced picnic together to like
so
meet
cute.
for sure. And then we wanted the boys
wants
to
these
meet. She wants it.
Nicole.
Then we wanted the,
The dog
boys
you want
to
to
meet.
Nicole's licking everybody's cans.
What? And so then after that, because someone asked, are our boyfriends and fiancés friends outside of us? They actually are. So we did
They're
a
like good
Zoom,
friends.
We
Yeah.
did a
Yeah.
Zoom meet, and they all loved each other, like kind of on the Zoom meet. But then they met in person, and they were like, they
Buddies.
they
Yeah.
were really bonded.
Like when all 6 of us hang out, it's like the gals and the guys.
Yeah,
Like at the end,
literally.
like we'll go out to dinner and all the girls are on one side of the table and the boys are.
Yeah,
on
we're
the
like,
other.
see ya.
That's how we like it.
Toodles.
I think they really did hit it off, and now
They
they
did.
I mean, I think they all hang out themselves.
And they like initiate hanging out together.
Yeah, they do.
outside of
Themselves,
us
yeah.
being like, oh, you should see what so and so is up to.
I
all the
also
time.
think that when we met, I was like, oh my gosh, I love them. And I was like, Sam, we must be friends with
Yes.
this person. So I kind of, I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
obviously they like love each other on their own accord.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, you guys have no choice.
They have pressure.
You must be friends.
Yes. But also I
You
feel like
must.
we all
You must.
vibed really well, and with
Yeah, we
that
did.
came our fiancés / boyfriends also vibing.
Yeah.
And we're all similar.
Yeah.
Like someone asked, go to drinks when we like are out on the town, which like I feel like we're all very similar in what we like to do. Like we can have a chill night, we can go out, we can do
Okay.
lots of different things. So
Oh,
kind of
I can
segueing
do
into
that
that question, we're all different. Like you usually I feel like get ranch waters. waters.
I'm a big ranch water person, which
It depends on the mood.
It does depend on the mood, though.
Yeah.
And well, for those not in Texas, because I feel like that's a very Texas thing.
Yeah.
It's tequila, club soda, and lime,
which is good.
It's just really, really good.
To me, it's a tequila soda in other places. Because we used to get it in college.
It is a tequila soda.
But I also think that
AKA
emphasizes the lime, whereas a tequila soda is not always.
Yeah, it's so
It's
true.
limey.
You
Like
need that
extra lime.
extra lime.
Yup.
I feel like that. Well, because sometimes we'll get a glass of wine. Yeah, I feel like I always order a skinny marg, or I feel like I omitted this earlier, but I like beer also.
Yeah.
If I'm in the mood.
I'm very flexible. I think it depends on my mood, except for vodka. Nope, not for me. Not for me.
If we're at Loro, it's a frozen
the
G&T.
frozen gin and tonic.
Oh.
I love a good frozen
I
G&T.
suck that bad boy down.
I don't even think they count as a full drink though.
No,
That's
like
like 1/4 of a drink. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right,
It's
one
so
more,
small.
please.
Yeah.
Okay, this is kind of fun. So what is the number one thing each of you learned about yourself in 2020? I thought that was a good one.
Oh, wow. Where to begin?
A lot. I feel like 2020 was a year of so much change. Like I literally started in Oklahoma and doing my internship.
Can you?
That's weird.
Isn't that weird to think back on? Like, wow.
I feel like I realized, which I already knew, just that I struggle so much with the unknown and also with the feeling of constantly needing to be productive. I think we could all relate to that in a sense, but I think it was highlighted more in 2020 because there was that time where we just weren't, and it was such a weird thing to feel like you couldn't do. You had to like sit with what you were doing.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, I think also to come off of that, like being productive and feeling like you have to do stuff all the time, I learned that I say yes to everything, too many things. So I feel like learning to say no and it being acceptable, like that you have to put yourself first, especially during like a pandemic, like things are crazy. And you're allowed to put yourself first.
Yeah.
Especially in like a time like this, I guess.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree. I think that like there's just been so many things. I mean, for everybody, been a lot going on this year. We've definitely had some like challenges personally too. Just a variety of
I was
things.
gonna say she's had a tough.
We've had a lot
challenges.
going on this year. I think that again, kind of like you said, like I'm someone who likes to plan and anticipate like what's going on and feel like I have that sense of control.
We had a quick camera die situation, so the quality may be
We're on
less,
the phone now.
but the quality of the combo is still
The quality of the content.
Low quality photo, high quality. Wait,
photo.
low quality video, high quality content. People.
so that's why. But continuing
You
with
heard
you
it here
were saying.
first.
I lost my train of thought.
It's been a tough year.
Oh.
all that
What was the
stuff.
question again? What I learned from this
What
year?
did we learn from ourselves in 2020?
Oh, I think that I think that I'm, like I said earlier, I think I'm someone who likes to plan and like know anticipate what's coming and things like that. So yeah, I think that just going with the flow and whether that's like with good things and bad things, just being like less controlling over like how I want things to be. And also, I think also just like resilience has been like the theme of 2020. And for everybody, I think I think everyone's had their own like struggles, but I think just like proving to myself and like how resilient I really am has been like a good little.
That's so true.
Silver lining.
Especially for you.
Yeah.
Which I think this is such a cute question. Favorite thing about each other?
I know.
Should we go into the row?
I know. I think
Okay.
That means nose goes, not me first.
That's what we got the
Let's start with G.
Wait, okay.
I just went.
I'll go.
I'll go first. I'll take one for the team.
Okay.
And proceed. Okay, so favorite thing? Well, I'll start with you because you're next to me. I feel like we talked about this earlier in our life, but favorite thing about Nicole? Well, you're just like thoughtful to a and generous. Thoughtful and generous to a fault. Like so much so that like it hurts my soul sometimes. I'm like, she's so much nicer and more thoughtful than me. Like you genuinely you reach out and ask questions about like how you were doing and how like random things went that no one else remembers that's going on in like everybody's lives, which I think is extremely thoughtful. And
Me starting to cry again.
but I think you're one of the most like caring people.
She just
I
put my
agree.
boob.
That's the good content.
Mallory.
Stop.
I
can't
think
think of anything for
no,
sure.
that's very false. I think first of all, I'm so like kind of envious of like just your ability to like be very firm and like your like what you want to do and not being apologetic about like saying no and like and doing what you know is right for you. I think that's what I struggle with is like you said earlier, like saying yes to too many things, and then being like, why did I do that? Like I think that you're so good about like knowing who you are. Like you have a very strong sense of self.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that I really appreciate that. Yeah. You have an extremely strong sense of self.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
It's enviable.
Pepper butt. She literally tried to pull that off the thing.
She wants to.
She's like,
okay.
I feel like,
okay.
well, I can go. Okay. Yeah. I was going to say,
order.
with Georgia, the first thing that I noticed when we hung out is that we just jived.
We did jive.
Like, something with G is like, I noticed that we both, like, we were on the same wavelength. And with that, I feel like it's just, what's the word? Like, come to fruition with the rest of our friendship.
Yeah.
That, like, we're able to tell and, like, know if something's going on. Like, I don't know. You're just always so, and you're always so attentive to that, which I feel like is what you said about me. Like, I feel like you always know what to ask about. And like, you're always, I think I said this earlier, we were talking about like us as couples, like you make us feel, or me feel welcome and like. I don't know. You're so like inclusive of me. Yeah. I think that would be great.
That makes me feel good.
And then Mel knows like the little things about me that make me me. Like you've always noticed like one like literally we were out to dinner and she's like, it's something I noticed about Nicole is she loves cream-based things, and I was like, I do. That's true. You do notice the little things. Like she just notices like the little things that make me who I am. Yeah. Was that a good answer?
I love that answer. That's
horrible.
cute.
No, that's
sweet. It's hard because I love everything about both of them, so it's hard to pick like the thing. Are you just
I agree.
like boobies?
I know it's hard because
mostly
I
just like Georgia for her dog.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't blame you.
Because I can see the future.
I like her a lot better than I like myself too. It's okay.
I feel like obviously both of what you guys said, but also I think overall, if I were to say like obviously your thoughtfulness is insane, your attentiveness and care for each step and how people feel, like constantly you're thinking about what can make people feel better, more comfortable. It's always like, what can you do for someone else? Both of you are like that, but in different ways. I feel like overall, if you were to look at our whole friendship, it's like, I think what I do like is that we all do jive, and the maturity of the friendship where you can hang out with separate people is something that I feel like I haven't found with other people.
Yeah, I agree. There's no like weird jealousy, like,
it's like,
or like pettiness.
With Nicole, I'm like, if you want to hang out
like
with
you
Nicole,
go girl,
then
you're
vice
friends
versa,
too.
you know?
Yeah,
I just can't help it. They want to hang out with me.
Everybody wants to hang out with Nicole.
I'm just kidding.
This is Nicole.
Me like making a joke or something and being like, no, I'm kidding. Don't take me seriously.
Okay.
I know you like
I
the drinks
also love
as much
this
as I do.
question from my friend Alyssa. She goes, what career would you have gone into if you didn't go into nutrition, wellness, or fitness? Which I know for you is a little bit different, but I feel like now it's kind of your long end. So this is a good one.
Ooh.
I would have gone into... for me, it's weird. We've talked about this before, but I think I would have gone into some type of business. I feel like I still would have wanted to work for myself, but it maybe would have been longer term. But I also loved accounting. So, I don't know.
And this is where our friendship differs. Because I hate numbers.
I like numbers and I love accounting.
I agree with Mel that I took accounting in college and was like, I love this. It's like so cut and dry. Like it's very like
you had like accounting and cats.
No, well, but what was it? Accounting 1 and 2.
There was like and cats.
They like accounting and cats, and I hate both of those things.
Actually, this is a very like those memories you have at an impressionable age that you just will never forget. I wanted to be an interior designer my whole life.
I could totally see you like that.
That's like all I ever wanted. And then my choir teacher in high school was like, oh, well, I lived in Grand Rapids, Michigan. That's where I grew up. And like now Grand Rapids is booming, which goes back to my point. But my choir teacher was like, oh, then you have to move out of Grand Rapids because you're never going to get a job doing that here. He was like, it's never going to be successful if you do that in Grand Rapids. And I was like, and at that time I was like, I could never imagine living away from my family. Like, you know? So I literally, that day I remember being like, okay, I need to find something else. And it's so sad because Grand Rapids, like when I was graduating college, was like literally that would have been the time. To be into, like,
That's so crazy.
Sad?
That's a great question.
What would you do?
Two things. You remember like the very first thing you wanted to be when you were a kid?
Oh,
I always like my thing that
biologist.
Yeah.
I thought that meant you could
biologist and teacher.
My thing was I wanted to be a veterinarian.
Oh,
I really wanted to be.
I
I love dogs. I but I like literally would go.
See cats.
Like, that was my number one. I wanted to be a veterinarian, and then like,
just dogs and
I
hamsters.
actually like if I wasn't that or what I do now, I would have been I would have designed jewelry.
Oh, you would be good at that too.
I actually made
and
and sold jewelry in college.
You did?
I had like a business. I had an
What?
Instagram.
You
It was
never
called.
tell us
I think I
this.
deleted it. It was called Silk and Stone, and I made
need
these
to
really
start
cool
Silk and
necklaces.
Stone?
I had like
me one?
I like made.
Stop.
I would sell like $200 necklaces out of my dorm.
This is breaking news. This is
They
breaking
were really
news.
cool. I know.
YouTube fam.
God.
I've never known this about Georgia.
I know.
Wait, do you have any of the pieces still?
I think I do at my apartment.
This is gonna be the best part.
Okay. Oh, like wow, they really are crazy.
When people come to
Stats
my
go
page,
break.
Oh.
What is the biggest message you each try to share on your to your following and why?
Okay. I want people to come to my page and realize that fitness is accessible to anyone.
Love that.
I do love that.
Also that like fitness, wellness, healthy living, etc. You start with you, and like you don't need all the fluff.
I love
Which
that.
there is like there's a
There's
lot
a lot
of
of fluff.
I don't say fluff like that. Like there is stuff that is worth spending your money on and feeding into and all this stuff, but there's so many trends out there, and I want you to come to my page and realize like you can just come here, be yourself, show up in the tiniest space in your apartment to get a workout in, have a glass of water, and eat to the best of your ability that day, and like that is your wellness journey or your fitness journey or your healthy living journey.
At that
Like,
point in time,
yeah, like you don't need everything else. Like I just want you to realize that it's accessible to you, where you are, come as you are, and that's it.
Love that.
I think that's perfect.
Boom!
Bike your
G, do you want to go?
Wait, let me drop the mic. Hold on, everybody. Lift it up.
Oh, mic drop.
Mic drop.
I
Okay.
feel like mine has shifted over time, but I think in the end of the day, I just really want people to know that they don't have to do like crazy things to live a healthy lifestyle. Like it should really just all be about what feels good to you, and that can be so different for every single person. And that you also don't have to be stuck if you feel like you're not in a good place. You don't have to be stuck there forever.
I love that.
Yeah, I feel like that's, I know you have to give your answer, G, but I feel like we all, I think that we all feel that same way about wellness, that you don't have to take a certain path to like be the right direction, or I don't know, now I'm getting lost.
Be so strict about it to be well.
Yeah. Like everybody has their different thing, and you kind of have to do what works for you. I feel like we all have that same thing going on.
I think for my page, it'd be like the fact that wellness and health is like it goes far beyond like the sort of tangible elements of that, where it's like diet and exercise. I think that I take much more of like a holistic, like broader perspective towards health. And that includes like, everything from like your mental, emotional, like spiritual health.
Yeah.
So I think I definitely kind of preach like the health and wellness and like mind, body, and spirit, which is kind of how I like try to live my life. Like it's, being well is much more than just obviously what you eat and how much you work out and things like that. Like those are really important parts of it. But I think that taking like what I try to share is a little bit of like all of those elements.
With pros and cons of social media, I think that's the best one.
Yeah.
Sure.
And that's our ending question, and then we're
Finito.
Pros. Met these two.
Pros, friends.
friends.
Actually, pros though, like some strangers on the internet, this is a pro and a con.
Can be really nice. Yeah.
Strangers on the internet are either the most incredible people ever or the meanest.
Worst. Yeah.
Like some people will send me a message and I literally, I tear up at anything, as you've noticed. But some people are so kind, and you don't realize, like, even if I just post one workout that helps one person get up that day and move their body, like that's incredible.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And just like having a community of like-minded people is so cool.
Yeah.
Like it's just, it is also weird because it's all like internet and like people you don't know.
Yeah.
Like it's
So
strangers.
weird,
But it's also such a cool, I'm so crying from laughing. I don't know, it's just so cool. And like you learn, I have so many pros. Like you can literally access recipes, meditations,
everything.
workouts, all these things for free. Work from home tips, everything. Like, it's just a cool, if you surround yourself with the right stuff on social media, it's a very positive place. Tangent, if you're following people that don't do it for you, hit the unfollow button.
Yeah, I think that's a big
It doesn't have to
like
be like a personal attack. Yeah, you're allowed to take away any con on social media.
I think I've gotten so much more specific about who I follow.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's always room for improvement, but like, I think I've gotten a lot better about like muting or unfollowing people that like just don't make me feel my best, you know, or like whatever. So
that mute is a very powerful tool.
Yeah, mute too. Pros and cons. I think pros, as they were both saying, you know, you get to connect with people. You can also make it into an occupation, which is pretty cool. Like the fact that you can do that nowadays, that wasn't even an option in the past.
I do think. Oh God.
Nicole needs to leave the chat.
Yeah.
But also, like,
Dirty nose is coming back.
Don't do it. Don't. She wants so badly to use her.
It's a starter pack. I do.
She wants to use it so bad.
That was
But
me
I
as
think-
a kid. Okay, I'm not a kid though. I'm 26.
I feel like cons are just like you never feel like there's a break. Like you feel
that's a
guilty
good
if
con.
you don't
Yeah.
post, or even if you're
Share.
not present on your story, you're like, oh my god, I didn't post enough stories today, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. That's definitely a con. And also feeling like you are constantly in the public eye and you could constantly do more, which that happens in other jobs, just other than social media, but I think especially in social media is very highlighted.
It's like
And just
highlighted,
people,
yeah.
It's not even just like your job, it's also that other people are watching and they're
Yeah,
wondering.
And
they're
judging
you.
every
always,
moment.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or your account will get deleted for 3 days for no.
Because you're hallucinating yourself.
What happened to that? Are you talking about Sasko and the Wonder Pup?
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
She's PTFO.
Yeah,
Look at her. Wait, it's so cute how she'll wake up. Oh, look at how fast she breathes.
Sweet. She puts her little nose in your elbow.
No.
Hi.
She always puts her little nose in my elbow.
Ow. This up close.
Oh. Do you hear me wheezing? It's like a smoker. Oh, I just burped. I'm sorry. I'm a mess. Are you starting this video?
Okay. To do a little closeout. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.
I think my teeth
This
look a
will
little
be
yellow
funny
in this lighting.
and it's so enjoyable to edit. If
Okay.
you want more Q&As with the gals in Sasko, which she is also a gal,
Let us know.
then feel free to
Subscribe.
Let us know.
She still is
Maybe
a gal,
drop
because she hasn't
your
done-
questions down below. Possibly subscribe if you want to stick around. I got
We'll
lots
do
of
a
different
more-
types.
A more professional Q&A.
Yeah, super professional.
Wink.
This is for Wonder Pup. If you want to give us a like.
She's so tired. Look at her
I mean,
eyes.
give us a like for Sasko. If you don't give us a like,
Her
for
eyes
that
are like
dog,
closing.
then come on.
She's like, Mom, you always go to bed earlier than this. You're so
yeah,
late."
what?
Wait, I
It's 9:38.
We need a call to action, a comment. Oh wait, we did. But also tell us where you get your Christmas jammies.
Also,
This
tell
is where you
us.
plug the brand you're working with.
I don't have one.
Target.
Check out my holiday gift guide.
Yeah,
Also-
check it out. Check out
Yeah,
G's
no,
holiday gift card.
I'm gonna link it down below now for sure. I am.
That was-
Yeah.
At Nicole M. Roush.
And
No one's gonna know how to spell Roush.
Nicole. There's no H. M.
The call to action is this: anybody
Follow
have a friend
me
as
at-
crazy as Nicole?
Oh, baby girl.
Probably.
Maybe not.
Not as crazy, but
Crazy.
also not as fun, so.
Actually, tell us. Come here. Tell us your favorite holiday
My
drink,
girls.
coffee drink, or
My
cocktail drink
girls.
down below.
Yay.
Yay.
Thumbnail.
Subscribe.
I just started it. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Mallory Page's YouTube channel.
This is gonna go viral.
Oh, my skin. Mal, this camera's got way too good of quality.
Yeah, why is this such a good quality camera?
You know what's funny?
Is
that-
intro?
Oh, okay.
Make sure to subscribe.
You know what's funny? There's this,
Subscribe, please.
bloopers.
Subscribe.
There's this girl girl.
Find me at Mal's Fit Kitchen. It's gonna be right here.
Don't put me to that high of an expectation.
Point down,
subscribe.
Mal's Fit Kitchen.
All right, we're about ready. Wait, guys, what happened to my music? Oh, well, it may be copyright, so I don't know if you can do it.